Hey, what's up guys? This is Jedith, and this video is going to be showing you a couple Weakauras, or many Weakauras, that you can get to use in Season 4 Mythic Plus of Shadowlands that, in my opinion, will make things so much easier for you. It will increase your probability of success in your group, especially if you share it with your group. There's a lot of little extra Weakauras here that you probably don't have that you probably never knew that you needed. So, the first package we're going to look at here is this one here. It's labeled Season 4 Custom Miscellaneous Weakaura Package. And there's a few things in here. We'll go over them one by one. And after we look at this package, we're going to look at another pack. But before we get into it, I just want to ask you a big favor. If you don't mind, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We've had a lot of growth on this channel over the past couple weeks due to, Dragonflight Alpha and Beta and all kinds of news. So if you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel. Little red button down below, and just as a little benefit to you, if you do decide to subscribe, you will get notified eventually maybe of some ways that you could potentially get into beta yourself. I don't want to say too much on that front, but yeah, if you're looking to get into beta, you want to test things on your own or just kind of see what Dragonflight is all about before it actually releases, make sure you sub to the channel, and there may be a chance for you to get in there in the future. Okay, that being said, let's jump into this first package. The first Weakaura in this package is this Tazavesh Hildebrand Titan console. You might already have this one because we have been running Tazavesh for quite a while now. But what this does is it basically just communicates with your group. If you're the one interacting with the console, you're going to have this little thing down here where you can pick, where each color is. And then if you are assigned one, if you pick up the blue and, they say blue is top left, you'll get an icon over here that says blue top left, and it tells you exactly where to go. So it's super useful. This is one that I believe your whole group does have to have, but I think this is one that most people do have at this point. The next one we'll look at is the Spinning Spear from Grimrail Depot on the last boss. You guys might have seen me use this recently. Basically, it's a big air horn that plays loudly over and over and over anytime Spinning Spear is coming out. It's a great way to make sure that you don't get hit in the face by this. It is kind of hard to see when it's coming out because you have to see where this, tiny model of the boss is facing, which can be very difficult sometimes when there's a lot of spell effects and whatnot. So this is a Weakaura that can really help you dodge that spear. And yeah, it's annoying. I will admit it's an annoying Weakaura, but it gets the job done. The next Weakaura we'll look at here is the Cujo Safe Box. So basically when you are fighting Cujo, the second boss in Mechagon Workshop, there's a box that comes down that you have to hide behind to basically LOS the AoE that he does. If you're playing with a tank that knows what to do, they can pull Cujo kind of close to the box, and you can tuck up right beside the box, get on like the perfectly right angle, and you'll still be able to melee and use abilities and hit the boss while you are still LOS. So maybe I'll put a clip up of what this looks like. But it pops up when you are in the safe spot. It'll show you an icon in the middle of your screen like this. It says safe, and you are LOS from the AoE. And then it's up to whether the tank pulled the boss into the right spot or not. But this Weakaura at least tells you if you're LOS. The next one is the WAD Dungeons. Again, just in here we have a bunch of icons, a bunch of sound alerts for certain things, different mechanics, pretty much everything you could hope for. Shrouded mechanics, Iron Docks trash. It just alerts you when these mechanics are coming out, and sometimes you need a little bit more than, bigwigs, beeps and boops and bing bongs, right? Sometimes you need something a bit louder or some words being spoken to you. So these are really good. We have the same type of thing for Legion Dungeons, Karazhan Lower, Upper. Then we have the Mythic Plus Season 4 Shrouded Bounty Missing. So this just kind of lets you know at the start of the dungeon that you have to choose a buff. A lot of people, me included, sometimes forget, and it defaults to versatility. But this Weakaura will hopefully help you not forget at the start of the dungeon. This next Weakaura pack here is the Mechagon bot buffs on party frames. So this will just show you on, your party frames what your party has in terms of shock bots, grease bots, and welding bots. And there's also this one here, Junkyard buffs, that puts this little display here, and it says exactly who is missing that bot at the time. So if no one in your group has a shock bot yet, you'll see all 5 names here. So this pack is super useful. They're kind of, like I said, miscellaneous Weakauras that you might not have, that might not be included in some of the other dungeon Weakaura packs that you have. And yeah, they're super useful. So if you want to get this one, the link will be in the description of this video. It'll also be in my Discord, so you can hop into my Discord. Link will also be in the description of this video. There's lots of other things going on there. If you have questions about Dragonflight or Havoc Demon Hunter or pretty much anything, if you're just looking for a cool WoW community to hang out with, it's a great place to make some friends. So that's the one Weakaura pack. Let's move on to this one. Now this one is probably going to get a little less explanation from me because it's more something that you just have to see to really understand, but it's called Plaque QT Mythic Plus Nameplate Glows. I did not create this one. This is something my friend Tellin gave me, and it's so good. It's so good. Basically what it does is, say for example, you're fighting a mob like Zul'Gurmux, right? And Zul'Gurmux has a cleave. It'll put this bar and this text above Zul'Gurmux when he's doing something you need to run away from, like the big purple circle. This will display on your screen. So again, it's a little bit more than like the big wigs beeps and boops or DBM's run away little girl, right? This is something huge on your screen, colorful, that tells you exactly what you need to do. There's like, you know, the bat, when the bat comes out, it says something. Infiltrators, they have their cleave, that'll show above their nameplate. There's a bunch of other things. There's an inspiring glow. So if a mob is inspired, it'll make their nameplate glow. There's gambit ones where like skill binders will be a different color. Stuns, all kinds of stuff, right? So like even if you're in Gambit and you're fighting a Starseer and they have that cleave ability, right? The frontal, this will appear above their nameplate. What else is there? Let's go through this quickly. It has stuff from like old Shadowlands dungeons that we don't do anymore, unfortunately, or thankfully, depends on how you look at it, but all that stuff is in here. There's some cool ones that I want to point out. So there's like Legion ones, right? Say Legion time walking is around, there's these big elemental things that you probably should avoid. It has these Weakauras here. I've never seen anything like this. Basically, it puts this little smiley face above their model, as well as this that says "Do not pull me," and it just hovers above their model, and it's very clear to, you know, when you're in there, you don't want to pull that mob. I've never seen a Weakaura do this. It's really cool. I'm hoping we see more Weakauras function like that, because that's pretty sweet. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of things in here that you could benefit from. Check it out. Again, the link for this will be in the description of the video, as well as in the Discord. There is some information here as well. Let me find it. So this isn't talking about their nameplates. So a permanent white glow means that it's an important target. Pink glow while casting, important interrupt. Yellow glow while casting, uninterruptible, stun or CC it. An orange glow while casting, cleave or AoE to dodge, and green glow while casting, let cast come true because it's helpful, right? So there's a whole bunch of things that this Weakaura pack does. Again, it's one of those things that it's hard for me to explain, but if you've seen me use it this season, you've probably wondered where the heck I got it. I've had a lot of people ask me where it's from. So yeah, it is a Weakaura, and the link for it will be in the description as well as in the Discord. If you guys want these Weakauras, I think they're super helpful. They're going to help you time keys. They're going to help your party feel more comfortable in keys. And hopefully you can get that juicy IO score before the end of the season. If you like this video, give it a like. Make sure to sub to the channel, like I said, for a chance to potentially get into Dragonflight beta yourself and test some things. You can also check out my Patreon, which is linked in the description. If you want to see your name at the end of videos in the future, like you'll see in just a few seconds, check out the Patreon. Consider subscribing to that. That's the place, you know, if you want to support me, it's the best place to do that. A lot of the money that you put forward goes directly to me, as opposed to other avenues where, you know, half of it, sometimes even more, gets given to corporations. So if you want to support me directly, check out Patreon, sub over there. There's a whole bunch of cool things you can get there. There's even a sweet Illidan mug if you want to check that out. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.